South Africa has not only shocked me, but it shocked the world. South Africa, at the start of this tournament, they played Mexico, and they looked absolutely abysmal. Trash, dog water, all the names in the book. I don't know if those were professional soccer players playing, or if they just took random Matatu drivers from the street and put them on the plane over to Mexico to go play that game, because that was the most pathetic performance I maybe have ever seen, or at least one of them. But from the depth, from the from the ashes, South Africa, they have found a way to finish second in a group with Mexico, them, South Korea, and the Czech Republic. And I'll be honest, I have no words. I'm shocked, surprised, baffled, confused. There's not enough words in the dictionary to explain how I feel. I personally had South Korea and Mexico finishing out of this group, number one and number two. I believe I had Mexico first and South Korea too, even though those could go either way because I thought those were the best two teams. I had the Czech Republic finishing third, and I had South Africa finishing last. And after that first game, I thought that's definitely what was going to happen. South Korea, they had their first game against Czech Republic. It was a tight game, but you could tell South Korea was a better team. They created the better chances, and then South Korea played Mexico, and even though they lost to Mexico, it was a tight game. It could have gone either way, which is to be expected with South Korea and Mexico, knowing that I thought those were the best two teams in the group, and I'm pretty sure many thought those were the best two teams in the group. In South Africa, not only did they look abysmal, they couldn't stop picking up red cards. In the first game, did they have three? I think they had three red cards, maybe two or three. The next game, they picked up a red card. It was ridiculous to see. I mean, they were literally putting Africa to shame. They were putting Africa to shame. The entire continent. It was them in Tunisia. It was really them in Tunisia putting Africa to shame. But South Africa, they picked up a draw against the Czech Republic. They looked a little better. And then out of nowhere, last night, I didn't even watch the game. I had to watch the game this morning to see what happened. I taped it, I watched it, and I was shocked. I was shocked. South Africa beat South Korea 1-0, and South Korea now finishing third in the group, and South Africa finishing second, with South Africa now moving on to the group stage, not the group stages, now moving on to the knockout stages, and they play Canada, which I'll be honest, I think they're going to lose that game. I don't know if the game's in Canada or in the US, but if it's in Canada, 1000% they're going to lose that game. But South Africa made history. They in their how many times have South Africa been in the World Cup? I think they've been there. I'll have to check that. But however many times that they've been in the World Cup, this is the first ever time that they're making it to the knockout stages. Wow. Wow. Now, with the way that they played in the first game, I mean it couldn't have gotten any worse than that. It could not have gotten any worse than that. Um, Second game, I saw they added some attackers, and in the third game against South Korea, they actually looked decent. They didn't look great. They didn't, there wasn't anything jumping off the screen, but they looked decent. They looked well, way better than they did in the first game. So big ups to South Africa. Um, do I think that they'll beat Canada? Probably not. But I mean, I didn't think they were going to beat South Korea. And in my opinion, I think South Korea and Canada, they're on a similar level. Maybe South Korea might even be a touch better, maybe. Um, but man, I'm shocked. I have to look, where's South Korea even on for the third place teams right now? South Korea's in fourth. So I think South Korea will make it out of the eight teams. Um, Wow, I'm sorry. I just saw Belgium is currently, I mean, they still have a game to play, but yeah, that's rough. That's rough. But yeah, South Korea's in fourth. I think they'll make it as one of the third place teams, knowing that 8 of the 12 are going to make it. But I just had to make this video because South Africa, man. I mean, I don't know if I don't know if they decided to bring Fufuzelas to the second and third game, if they didn't have them in the first game in Mexico. I don't know if their team got food poisoning in the first game, but whatever happened, whatever adjustments that needed to happen, they made it, and you just got to give them respect. You got to give them respect. And I believe that they're actually the second African team to qualify. Morocco was the first one to qualify. Now it's South Africa. So let's see if they can continue on this run. I would be very surprised. I wouldn't be too surprised, but just seeing South Africa in the round of 16, that would be crazy. Um, but yeah, yeah, big up South Africa, man. I'll catch you guys on the next video. Peace.